Welcome back to The Later Bloomer, the podcast that proves life doesn't end at 50. It just blooms into something even more exciting. Today, I'm joined by the fabulous Jacky Rom, crime novelist, podcaster, globetrotter, and yes, a woman who's 66 and dating. If that doesn't scream life isn't over, it's just getting interesting, I don't know what does. She's the author of the juicy, gripping novel Make Up to Murder, available on Amazon Prime. She's lived in paradise, gone viral on social media, and now she's adding a comical musical to her list. She has 19 books already, and here is number 20. So let's get into this straight away. Hello, Jacky. Basically, where do you get your characters from?
Well, let me start from the beginning because I didn't write crime fiction to start with because I'm a teacher, and the first book I wrote was called The Amazing Adventures of Star, who's 11 years old and is a detective. And I wrote a series of 5 books.
Right.
And every time someone said to me, "What do you write?" I used to say children's books.
Just books.
And they used to, you could see their shoulders drop. Oh, like it was a real job. And then one day I got fed up and said, "Okay, I'll show you. I'll write adult crime fiction." And that's how I started to write it.
I love your empowerment. I love the fact when you were 15, you knew exactly what you wanted. All through your life, you've known exactly what you have wanted, but it's more than that. You've inspired others and you've done it. You've absolutely done it. And I believe that people, my daughter's a bit like this. She says, "Oh, I'm going to do this." And you go, "Right, okay, excellent, do it." And then she does it. But then my others don't. They go, "Oh yeah, I would like to do this." And yeah, but. And I'm like, "No, do it, just do it." And I believe that you're that person, like empowerment.
I don't like people that say and don't do.
I believe the same.
If you're going to say it, do it.
And I hate people. I don't hate people, but I dislike it when people go and you're going, "Well, what about this and positive? You could do this, and that would get you out of that. And so what about if you do that?" And they're like, "Yeah, but yeah, I can't do that because I can't." And I'm like, "Okay, forget it." I don't want to know.
They are the but team.
Yes.
Not interested.
Not going anywhere. Yeah. So listen, podcast. You've got your writing career. I want to hear basically now about the podcast. I want to hear about the whole of the 19 books. And now we're on to book 20. So
I've got even more than that because I've got a documentary on Amazon Prime called
Have you?
Called Method of Murder.
Love that.
When I finished my first book, which is Make Up to Murder, the first adult crime, the next book, I picked a leading lady who's a makeup artist, and she travels the world going from one film set to another.
Fabulous.
So I set the books in places that I wanted to visit. So the second book is in Vegas, and I'd been to Vegas. I've been to Vegas many times, but never been behind the scenes. And I needed to get behind the scenes before I wrote the book. And basically, I managed to get all access in a casino, put a team together, got a production company, got the funding, went off to Vegas and made a documentary.
That is amazing. So from there, tell me.
So then when I finished that, I wrote the second book. These are called the Sandra Bernstein Chronicles. And she's a makeup artist and her fun is sleuthing. She's she loves to investigate murder. And it's a cross between Agatha Christie and Murder, She Wrote. So they are real holiday reads. And so everything I do is to sell books. So yes,
of course, that's the aim.
So my podcast is Life of a Crime Novelist. I do a radio show every Tuesday. TikTok, I'm there every day. YouTube, I have a YouTube channel. It's all Jacky Rom. And
I was just about to say, tell me, YouTube,
you can
TikTok,
just Google.
Everywhere's Jacky Rom.
Yeah, JACKYROM. Literally, if you put in the Google UK author Jacky Rom, it'll all come up.
It'll come up. Fantastic.
Including the time that I went viral.
I was just my next question, viral moment. Let's talk about your viral moment.
It was actually quite scary because I was totally on my own, and I have an agent, and I had to phone. Well, let me start from the beginning. So I was online dating, made arrangement to meet someone, got to the pub, and this guy turned up. Well, it didn't look like the guy that I'd been talking to, and he looked me up and down, and he said, "I thought you were a redhead." And I said, "No." I said, "I've been a redhead." Anyway, he went to the bar, and while he was at the bar, the real guy came in. Anyway, we laughed about it, and the redhead was outside. Anyway, it didn't work, and when I left, I thought, oh, that first guy was lovely. So I decided to do something proactive. So when I got home, I went onto Facebook, onto a local Facebook page, page, and all I wrote on the page was, does anybody know anyone that was on a blind date today, 12 o'clock at the Fox and Raven, Chelmsford? That's all I wrote. Within minutes, the ladies were going, tell us more, what was happening? And then the message box popped up, and it was a local newspaper. Now, I need to tell you the date because that's a big part of the story. It was Monday, the 10th of February, 4 days before Valentine's Day. This newspaper pops up. It was an Essex newspaper who said, we want to try and find him for you. Well, I thought that was funny, gave her all the details. Within 3 or 4 hours, I made every single newspaper in the whole of
Jacky.
No, it got worse. Radio, every radio station. And then this morning, Loose Women, everybody came to me because there was like a fight to find this man for the best story.
Yeah, of course.
So by 8 o'clock, I think I wrote it about 4 o'clock. By about 8:30, everyone's messaging me. The Sun, the Mirror. So I'm on Mersey, and there's no phone signal on Mersey. So I drove off and parked and phoned my agent and said, look, we've got a problem. And they were so good. And we basically twisted the story that I was doing a documentary. Anyway, they tried. It was very scary. Anyway, I ended up on all the newspapers. I ended up on the radio shows, but they didn't do This Women in the end because I think something happened and I got bumped up. Yeah, so that's my viral. But it was actually quite scary being on your own.
But did you ever find him?
No, because I think
to be scared him off.
Now, it scared him off, and I don't blame him. Every bloody newspaper, you'd get on the metro. Yeah. I'm on the metro. Then I was in the European news. Crazy. Yeah.
Oh my God. And as you say, it's quite frightening.
It was.
You're on your own. Yeah. But luckily for your agent, because otherwise, you would feel really alone.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you're on your own. Are you on your own now? Are you dating?
Yeah.
Tell me about all the dating. Come on. I want the gossip. I want the juicy bits.
Well, the thing is that internet dating is very hard and very difficult because you're talking to faceless people who can make up who they are.
Dating in 2025 is a bloody nightmare. My children are struggling. It's a nightmare with all the computers and everything. So tell me from your end, I think
it's hard as well. I live on a Caribbean island, so that's not easy either.
No.
When I'm back in the UK, it's easier to date. But I was back there for 3 months, January to March, and I went on 3 or 4 dates. The first one was 10 years older and dyed his hair black. Then he said, 10 years older. The second one was so boring. The third one was he had a phobia about flying, and I'm a real foodie, and he just liked his food cremated.
Plain.
Cremated. He liked his food cremated, and he didn't eat chicken or pork because he was worried about what the animals were eating. Like, no, some red flag. So that's the stories you get.
Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible. I just think in 2025, it's so hard. So what are you doing now about it? Are you still on the dating agencies, or are you still...
I'm on one dating app, and I kind of don't look at it very often. And then the day before yesterday, I was very brave, and I created a cartoon, and on TikTok I went and said I'm single. And do you know what?
You're going to get hundreds. Hundreds and hundreds.
No, not one person answered. I got 1,000 views, and people are going, this is great, well done. And it was only people I know. So TikTok hasn't put it out, you know.
Oh, well, we've got to put it out everywhere else then.
There you go. You'll have to go and see it. It's quite fun.
I'm just gonna try and hook you up with somebody.
There you go. I'm going to share the video.
We must be able to do something like that.
Well, it's going to have to be, I think, introduction. Now, I think you're right. I think in today's world, it's got to be a bit of introduction.
It has. And when you go out and about, do you meet people? Are you going out and about? Have you got the friends around you all the time?
I've got a really big social circle here.
I can imagine.
2 hours or something, and then I'm out. I'm out. I literally have to say to friends, I need a night in. That's how busy it is here.
I love that. I love that. And so you can't meet anybody when you're out and about? Are there new people coming?
Well, don't forget,
holidays, things like that.
I'm on holiday. Then it's a Caribbean island, so most people come here as a couple.
As a holiday, so
it's not that you're going to meet people very rarely. And
getting married.
You might get a ship's captain, but then they stop at every island.
You're absolutely right. I can imagine.
Yeah.
Now, this dick picture incident, I get it myself, okay? TikTok and Instagram, I get it all the time, and I get all the rude comments. Hello, darling. Have you got this app? Have you got that? I'm going to give you all the money in the world. All the pictures are coming to me, and you're very famous in your area, etc. So you must have it all the time as well.
So not lately, but I got a lot, and I decided to write a musical, a musical. So the musical is all about 5 people that get scammed by the same person who's in Morocco, and they try and find him, right?
Okay.
Don't forget, it's quite funny because it's a musical. Lots of drag queens and all different things.
Love a musical.
And I decided to call it No More Dick Pics. And then I only found one radio station that would let me on, which is the radio station I do every Tuesday. The UK would not let me on radio or TV with that name. So I had to change the name. So the name of the musical is now Scammed.
Okay.
So I had to change the name.
Do you know what? In this date, in 2025, the words that are used on television.
Well, I've got to tell you.
The adverts are disgusting.
Listen to this then. 3 days ago, I was live on TikTok. Somebody said to me, are the BVIs near you? I said, yes. He said, what does BVI stand for? I said, British Virgin Islands. He said, how did that name come about? So I went on the Wikipedia and read the story about the British Virgin Islands and 11,000 virgins. That's what I got banned for a week for using the word virgin.
Oh my God.
Yep.
I used something like something really stupid. It was less than that, and I got told off. I
got banned for a week, which is quite a long one.
Yeah, it is.
11,000 virgins. That's how they named the BVIs. It's an old classic tale.
Yeah, crazy. Oh my goodness, my love. So you've had an awful lot going on, but I just love your attitude. I just love your empowerment. I just love the fact that you're doing it. You're not just saying it, you're doing it. You've got the most fabulous outlook on life.
I have.
Just flaring, just positive. I love it. I love it. I love it. But so Jacky, so I know you've got this new book coming out, the comedy, but what is next?
No, no, no. No More Dick Pic, which is now called Scammed, is a musical.
Scammed is a
It's a
musical,
musical, yeah. But the new book I'm writing is actually a biography. It's all very secret at the moment.
Okay.
But that's what I'm writing currently, and it will be out in the winter.
Right. Okay. We love that. We've all got to watch out for that one then.
Yes.
So the musical, is it out now?
No, and I'm only halfway through because I've written all the songs. I've written 9 songs at the moment. So it was on my agenda to make sure it's finished this year, but now I've got this biography. But I am 3/4 of the way through the biography. So once that's finished, then I'll get on to the musical, and then I'll finish book 3 of the crime series. So there's loads ahead.
What inspired the musical?
Oh, these dick pics.
It's literally the dick pics.
Yes.
Oh my God.
And then I wanted to put mystery and what I write best, which is mystery, together with the dick pics. And that's why these 5 people, they're not all getting dick pics. They're all being scammed. But one of the songs is No More Dick Pics, Please.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Can I come?
Yeah.
Well, I love a musical, and honestly, it sounds amazing.
Yeah, and the drag queen, he's been blackmailed by the scammer. Right. So the scammer has 5 different scams with these 5 very different people, and basically they go to find each other and find the scammer who's in Morocco. So we've got a big scene, which is Marrakesh. The Streets of Marrakesh is another song.
Yeah, love that.
I'll send you
I can't wait. Yeah, send me a little teaser.
That's the song that the scammer sings is really big and like a Phantom of the Opera number.
Is it? I love that. I love that.
Yeah, I'll send that to you.
Send a little teaser. Yeah. Okay, look. I want to plug you because you're just
you're very kind
person. No, you're just an amazing person, just on my wavelength. I love it. So I want you to plug everything where we can find you. I mean, by the sounds of it, we can find you everywhere. Like, just as you say, put you in Google. We've got your YouTube, TikTok, everywhere. By the sounds of it,
yeah. But, just Google Jacky Rom.
Really, what do you want to sort of like get out there?
Oh, I think it's TikTok at the moment, because that's kind of where I'm live every day.
Okay.
And things like that.
Okay, so TikTok, and it is Jacky Rom. And is it you got 2, or is it just the one?
3.
Backup.
So I've got Jacky Rom. Yeah. This is the main one. Jacky Rom Backup, and then Jacky Rom Promo, which I don't run that one, but that's
okay.
I have, yeah.
So Jacky Rom.
Just go for
if
Jacky
we go
Rom.
to the backup, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. If I get banned, I go on to the backup.
To the other ones.
Yeah.
Do you know, I've got another one that I've got over 8,000 people, which is for the weight loss. Because I lost 11 stone and I had surgery, etc., etc. But anyway, so I've got like over 8,000 people. Not very much to most, but it was a lot to me just starting it from nothing. And again, I've got to start all over again with the podcast and the over 50. So I'm starting all over again.
Yeah.
But I just want to speak to positive people. I just want a whole community, basically, of everybody helping each other.
Right.
Over 50s. Yeah. I mean, I've got a load going on at the moment, but I'm caring for my husband at the moment. But he's actually written a psychological thriller. It's brilliant. I'll send it to you. See what you think.
Yeah, I'd love that.
Yeah. See what you think. But I found around, I mean, hundreds and hundreds, but the producers have said it's too large. The only one that is going for it and love it is Netflix, but he's got a few others that he's got to write as well. But unfortunately, he's very ill at the moment, so it's very difficult. Yeah, he's just been diagnosed with cancer.
Oh no.
Yeah. So I'm looking after him, and he's obviously not very good, and he's got a lot to come, like to go forward with as well. So we will be looking after him, bless him. Yeah. But afterwards, I'm hoping that he'll be able to write these series. But Netflix wants him, but unfortunately, he's got ill. And he can't then write the bits.
That's an inspiration to get better, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? It is, isn't it?
Absolutely.
So, yeah, there's loads of reasons why for him to get better. Me in particular, of course.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, mindset is so important.
It is. I absolutely agree with you there. Well, Jacky, you know, thank you so much for your time. I really, really appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
Okay, and Ofcom are silly. They should have the dick pic.
Love it.
No, thank you so much. And it just shows that life after 50, life after 60 can be juicy, fearless, and a whole lot of fun, just like you're doing. So basically, fellow later bloomer, grab your life and take it with, as you will say, by the horns, shall we say, rather than the other word. No, I love it. I hope you do find the man of your dreams as well, my darling.
Thank you.
No, you deserve it as well. Imagine you're doing all right on your own, to be honest.
Oh, yeah, I am. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, there you have it. Murder, makeup, dating, going viral, a cheeky little picture, moments that got Ofcom twitchy, and even a new comedy musical on the way. Jacky Rom, you are the plot twist we didn't know we needed. Thank you very much for coming on the show and showing us that life over 50 can be juicy, fearless, and a whole lot of fun. To all my fellow later bloomers, go grab Makeup to Murder on Amazon Prime. Check out JackyRom.com and don't miss her fabulously chaotic podcast. And as we always, keep smiling, keep blooming, and remember, if someone tells you you're too old for something, they're just not in the right chapter yet.